One, two, three. One. One, 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 one. Hello everybody on TikTok, YouTube, Kick, Twitch. Let's see if we can keep up the good work.
PGA2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the John Deere Classic is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Quack. Hello, Henny.
Hey, Luke and Rich. I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Yeah, beating young Morikawa seems to be one of the toughest challenges out on tour these days, but I'm certainly excited to see how this rivalry fares today. That's nicely done. The second hole at TPC Deer Run, Rich, really gettable for the players.
Most players will go for this green into Luke. Knock it on. Can easily make birdie, maybe an eagle. Get a little careless, missing to the left or the right from the green. Pars and bogeys are had as well.
Oh, that one just missed the hole.
Mr. Bucket.
And he needs this to save par.
Go on, go on.
That was a gallant attempt. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Well, at least it wasn't a double. Currently at +1 for the day. Here we are at the third.
Par 3, 183 yards back up the hill. A blind tee shot, but a simple tee shot all in all.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Looks to be making tough work of this hole. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
This is their look at birdie.
Just didn't drop. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Sitting at 1 over for the event. Teeing off here at the 4th.
Par 4, 448 yards. Sweeping dogleg left to right. Big tree in the middle. Missed that. And you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
From around 140 yards here. 5 shots off the pace. Chosen the pitching wedge here. And he's safely on the green with that shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's paced it, he's read it. It's time. Little 27-footer. This putt to tie Colin Morikawa.
Just a short putt. Closes the work out on that hole. Now 5 strokes behind. TPC Deer Run, Rich, is full of forced carries, and the 5th is no different.
I love the second shot. Should you find the fairway, you have a very simple shot down the hill where you can see the entirety of the green. You will go flag hunting with your second at the 5th.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Oh, so close. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Time to tee off at the 6th.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, and make your birdie.
That'll flick a few of the leaves going through there. Going with the 7.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
No.
This is a par putt. There it is. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
What happened there?
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 180 yards.
Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Putting for a par here. Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. Now 7 shots behind after that. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Par 4. Every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club.
Time for the second shot at the 8th. Choosing the 9-iron here. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. This one's for birdie. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making form.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
Well, this one's right at the pin. Oh, that's well played. And a chance for birdie here at the 9th.
Surely it's going to.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
Par 5, 581 yards. Most players will be laying up for their second shots as a large pond on the right-hand side of the green will collect your golf ball if you hit a wayward one going forward in 2.
This one might just sneak off the fairway. Getting ready to play their 3rd. 5 shots off the lead. Well, an important part here in terms of the tournament. A chance to move inside the top 10. Looking good. And that's a master stroke. It not only improves their position in the field, they're now ahead of their rival. He's currently tied for 7th.
And after that good play,
Don't forget
moving
to like
up
and
the
subscribe
leaderboard.
on YouTube.
And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Par 4, 428 yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
Sitting at -3, currently tied for 4th place. Didn't that look good for a long time? Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for 3rd.
No.
Oh, just missed. This is a bogey putt coming up. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
From about 130 yards here.
Consoling Creeks 3T4ZRSCH said BS by words on stream
great approach shot.
Remove the space at
Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of
A4069 WMT.
4th on the leaderboard.
No, thank you.
He's currently tied for 4th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Next up is this 2-shot hole.
If you feel brave, you can certainly take driver out, but I suspect a lot of players will lay back with an iron, giving himself a short yet simple second shot. A birdie here is a must if you want to win.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
And
Phenomenal.
that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, some smiles here. A bit of luck in the second cut. It's sitting nicely.
Well, this should affect the ball flight. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 shots off the lead. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. He has this putt to save his par. And with that
That was
putt,
lucky.
now at 4 under, heading to the final few holes.
And just a few holes remaining. Let's see what they can produce.
And that finds him in a share of second. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green to
Why-
say the least.
why
Don't let the beauty of the
top
river
down?
to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
Go to your home ball. Go to your home. That'll sting a bit. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. Nicely done. This one might roll into the rough. From the sand, looking to get up and down.
Go on.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket.
Yes, fantastic stuff. Got to say, well done. Birdie guaranteed. Thank you.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
No cue
That
at the
gets the
end.
job done. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Good shot there, Beamer. Taking aim from about 170 yards. Just 3 strokes back. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot this. Now it's been some sharp shooting. This putt's for a final score of 66. Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And that'll bring his tournament to a close. Well, this is
Don't forget the likes
extraordinary,
on
Henny.
TikTok, I would
When we saw
appreciate
this
it.
player was challenging the great Colin Morikawa to a rivalry, I thought to myself, are you mad? But they were serious.
Luke, I can't believe it. Not only to challenge Colin, but to come away with the victory, with everything that Colin Morikawa has to offer, has about.
Let's beat Brooke.
PGA2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Genesis Scottish Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Now, thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
It was on a good line. Just a short putt remaining here. Sitting at 1 over for the day.
It'll be windy.
And as we head to the second, Rich, the players heading back towards the first tee.
Strong par 4 here, just under 500 yards. There's a bunker down the left-hand side you must avoid if you want a clear opening for your second shot. Narrow fairway up there. A good tee shot's a must.
Oh, this would be handy if we could bounce right. Left yourself an opportunity.
Yep.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
No. Maybe.
Oh, get in.
Maybe.
Okay, steady now. This putt is about 8 feet. Nicely holed and for par. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. As we head to the third hole, Rich, one of the very good scoring opportunities here at the Renaissance Club.
Yes, Luke, just about 600 yards or so. Players must hit it out to the left-hand side with their tee shots. Anything right is going to go into a huge cluster of trees where they're going to have all kinds of problems.
And going with driver off the deck with this shot. Well played, mate. Getting ready to play their third. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. That was a gallant attempt. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for par.
Currently at +1 for the tournament. And as we take a look at the fourth hole, the shortish par 4, Rich.
Yes, just around the 415-yard mark. Players who take out driver and drive it up into the narrow section of the fairway will get a really good look with their second shots. Pretty good shot there.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
There's no doubt about this rivalry. It's certainly heating up. That has moved them within touching distance of their rival. And with that now, back to level par.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Second shot here on the fifth.
Messed that up.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. And the first of our short holes here at the Renaissance Club, Rich, is the par 3 6th.
Oh, this is a nasty little par 3 dotted by some pot bunkers on the front part of it. A big one over there on the right-hand side. Club selection is imperative.
That's well played. Pin high. And this putt to move into the top 20.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
That's frustrating.
Putting's let me down.
Opportunity to make their par. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. And the 7th on the card, Rich, our second of the opening 9 par 5s.
Yeah, look, a fairly generous driving area. There's just a couple of bunkers you have to worry about. However, you find the fairway. Now your chances of making birdie or better increase significantly.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Go on, go on. Oh.
Just didn't drop. Just 3 feet to the cup.
With this putt, he'll tie Brooke.
Trailing by 4 strokes.
No.
Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Yeah, nicely played.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
A spot in the top 10 awaits if they can make this putt.
No. Messed that up, couldn't proper.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And there it is. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The 9th is a strong par 3 reach, one of the longer ones.
It is. There's some bunkers on the right-hand side that you absolutely must avoid. If you miss it on the left-hand side, however, you've got to pitch uphill to a green that will slope away from you. A par here is a really good score.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Well done. Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
These rivals, there's nothing between them, is there? It's been entertaining so far.
Wow,
I'm interested to see how they attack the back 9 and who, if either of them, comes out on top.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. Oh, I love this person's confidence and courage. Driver off the deck here. Quality shot, that one. Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead. Gee, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Now, if he can just roll this one nicely, he'll manage to get ahead of Brooke Henderson.
He's currently sharing 8th position.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Sitting at 2 under. Currently tied for 8th place. Going with a 3-wood here. Pretty sure that one's headed left.
Oh, what a bounce.
He seems to have zero regard for the fact that he's playing against a multiple major champion here. Just firing off approach shots like that. Wow.
This is on a great line.
Yeah, it's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Just 2 shots back after that hole.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Going with the hybrid.
Lucky.
Oh, that was pure. Oh, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of 3rd spot. Ouch, that hurts. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This for par.
Yeah, we'll take that. Currently at -3 for the event. Another beautiful hole, Ridge. This one right along the coast, the 13th.
Oh, this is breathtaking off the tee, isn't it? But don't let the views suck you in. Even though it's a wide fairway, you got to hit it down the right-hand side as this fairway pitches significantly from right to left. Find the fairway and happy days.
This one looks just a fraction too long to me. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
No.
Oh, just missed. 8 feet to the cup.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Yeah, you'll take that. He's currently tied for 5th. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. Yeah, well played. Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. And one of America's finest, Lexi Thompson, currently leads this tournament. Time to face a par 4 now. You like that, didn't you? This shot from about 190 yards out. 3 shots off the lead. He's found the surface. Good chance here. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of fourth.
With 3 holes to go, it's a good position to be in.
Wonderful shot. And that will take him to 4 under. And it's Lexi Thompson on top of the standings here. Just a few holes remaining in the round. The 16th hole, one of the last true birdie chances, Rich.
It is. Tee it high and let it fly there, Luke. Don't go down the left-hand side and find any of those bunkers. Hit it down the right-hand side, and you got to believe you're going to make, at worst, a birdie 4.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
Yes, just a bit outside there, Luke.
In.
Ooh, that almost went down. And a chance to move into a tie for second here.
He could use it with only 2 holes remaining.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
After that hole, this player is second in the standings, behind Lexi Thompson.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
That's tidy. This would be a good putt to make. Stay close to the leader.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. And that will move him to 6 under par. Moving right along, they're currently tied for first in the standings, alongside Lexi Thompson.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Well, I like the way this person's playing.
Oh,
birdies all over that
it.
scorecard.
Oh, no better feeling than to finish the round off with a bunch of birdies. Let's see if they can keep up for the next couple holes.
This is always a good moment. A putt to win the tournament. Wow, was that a rush of blood or something? Oh my, that would have won the event.
And Luke, they need this putt now to force a playoff.
This putt is for a score of 65. Hey, nice looking line. And there it is, Rich. We're going to extra holes now.
What a grind this last few holes were for this player. They got it done. Late charge up the leaderboard. Love to see it. Heading to a playoff.
That's some good golf right there. Well, a big moment here. Really got to be aggressive if they want to have a chance in this one.
With their opponent in there close, Luke, absolutely take dead aim.
Well, that's beautifully judged. And now we have an opportunity to close out the Genesis Scottish Open. And they've done it. They went the distance and then some. What a way to win.
Took them a little longer than usual, but what a way to win this one, Luke. Amazing putt.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Play one more, I think. Let's pick John Rahm again. Scotland again.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the World Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
John Rahm, he is an absolute fighter. He's both the bull and the matador. Certainly excited to see how this rivalry fares today. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one.
Yep, tracking nicely.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Hit it
Opting for the 6-iron. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped. This would be a great up and down. Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Where are you going? Come back. Come back.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Looking great now.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Looking
Okay,
great
so that
now.
finishes that hole.
Gonna be on the last hole, I think.
Sitting at
Well, last
1
round,
over
isn't it?
for the event. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Playing from around 150 yards here. Going with the 8-iron here. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third. Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet.
Little birdie looking
No!
here.
You bloody... Oh.
A bit long on that one.
It's looking solid.
That's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
Tattoo.
This should find the short
tattoo
grass.
club.
Playing from around 230 yards. Just 3 strokes back. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind? And here we are with the third shot. 3 strokes off the lead.
Messed that up.
And he needs this to save par. Go on, get in the hole. Well hold. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Here we are at the 5th hole.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Putting for birdie. Ooh, right by the hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
On a nice line.
And in it goes for the par. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we are at Lachlan Crossing, the 6th hole. It's one of those par 5s. It just feels like it's a tad too far to reach into.
It is, especially when it's going into the prevailing wind, which is how this hole was designed. Go ahead and just bail out to the right. Avoid those bunkers completely.
Steve Hash said
and you
big
can go
man
ahead
like
and
Pete.
lay up once again out to the
Go on,
right-hand
Steve, how's it
side.
going?
Don't challenge the bunkers. It's not worth it. Not unless you know for a fact you can get on in 2. From there, you're going to have a nice, simple pitch shot from, oh, I don't know, 80, 90, 100 yards to a green. Fairly undulating, but still just begging to be birdied.
And that'll move into even par for the tournament.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
It's time for a one-shotter.
No.
Opting for the 9-iron. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Steve Hash said just
little
relaxing
Shorty
for a bit
Baker
before
on
I head
that
out for the
action
parade
there.
festivities.
What time does it start? About 12 o'clock.
A par
Flash
putt on the
underscore Z
table.
underscore said, hey Pete, how's it going?
It's good, Flash. How are you?
Steve Hash said 230, I
Looking
believe.
Really good,
God.
this one. Just go ahead and tap that one in. In she
230.
goes.
Okay.
Let's head to the
Alright.
next. This hole here is a
It's gonna
par
be
4.
Massive. Massive crowd.
Great shot. Second shot here on the 8th.
Messed that up as
Flash
well.
underscore Z underscore said this is a real course.
That
Tough
doggle hunt.
approach.
Good chance to move
Depends
to
what you
even
mean
par
real.
if they can make this putt.
With a hold putt here, he'll put some airspace between
Steve
himself
Hash said I
and
need
John
to get this
Rahm.
game.
Maybe
I've been playing
angering
Mario
the
Golf to
Spanish
get my
bull a
fix
bit.
in lately, haha.
That's
No, I
disappointing.
love PGA. I'm
Big
going to
putt
get
for
the
par coming up.
2025 one. But it's like 70 quid.
And that putt will
And I
drop.
ain't got that sort of money, you know what I mean?
Now 3 strokes
Not
back
that rich,
after
brother.
that hole. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
Lovely, lovely rhythm.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is an outside chance. Maybe a lag putt even. He's got 30 feet.
Oh, so close. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for
Steve
par.
Hash said games are so pricey these days.
That's well
Barely
held.
go on sale too for the big titles.
Rich, this
Yeah,
player's
exactly,
just a few shots
Not
back
many-
with
many
the
good
last
games
9 to
out there
play.
anyway.
Did you prefer to be the greyhound
if you
or
like
the bunny?
I want
Shoot
to
'em up.
be the greyhound. I'm sprinting
money,
away
good
if I
luck,
possibly
shoot 'em
can.
up.
This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Opting for the 3-wood. This should
No,
play.
too much. Hit a 5, half
And a
5.
chance to get back to even with the card with this putt.
I'm going to cheat here. Come on, come back, come back, come back.
It looks like he pushed that one. And this putt
Flash
coming
underscore
up for his
Z
par.
underscore said I don't know why I'm so lagged.
Yeah, well
Steve
holed.
Hash said I've
Let's
only
move
been
on
to a
the
driving
next.
range, never been to an
At the
actual
11th
course in
hole of
person.
Lachlan Crossing is a strong par 4, 470
I've been to a
plus
course,
yards
used
from
to
the back
caddy,
tees,
so
and
on.
there's plenty to
Not
contend
anybody
with.
playing that.
Look, just that one menacing bunker right in the middle of the fairway that's going to drive you crazy as a player. However, you miss it. Now you got a second shot with, funny enough, no bunkers on the green. It's got a lot of
Yeah, I don't know why
undulation
you're
to it,
lagging on,
especially
mate.
on the front right part of it,
Boy,
so you can't
green's
afford to
okay.
miss it there. Anything missing out to the left, though, just fine, my friend.
This has a
Close,
real
close,
chance.
close, close.
He'll be disappointed with that one. That was a pushed putt.
What are you on about?
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
He's got
No!
this for his par.
And the par just slides by.
Steve Hash said I've
Unfortunate
ran
bogey
thought about
coming
30
up.
gigs of data already.
Is it a tie
2
for
days
14th
left.
place?
Gonna try and stretch out the like 10 gigs of my plan, haha.
Teeing
What's
off
your
here
Steve
on the
Hash
12th
said
hole.
unlucky.
Gotta say, just some
Flash
of the
underscore
best
Z underscore
rhythm
said
in the
golfing
game.
is less expensive in America. Still pricey
Sitting
here, but
at
more
2
affordable.
over.
It's not that expensive here. You can get a round in.
This one can take a little
holiday.
bounce to the left.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be nervous
about
playing
30
John
pounds.
Rahm, but it doesn't appear that way after this approach shot. Yeah,
Flash
this is
underscore
nice.
Z underscore said, of course I haven't
That's
done
the
it
way to
since I was
bounce
20
back.
and my
Good way
dad
to
was
make up
paying
for the
for it.
bogey at the last.
Steve Hash said at Flash underscore Z underscore I live next to a few courses in California, but I'm always working so I never have time to learn.
That one's heading down Broadway.
Give yourself a shout out, Steve Hash, to exclamation
Second
mark
shot here on
SO,
the
then your
13th hole.
name.
Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, Not a good spot to be.
Oh, wow.
Well struck. A spot in the top 10 on the line here if they can hold this. Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies. Oh, here he comes into the top 10 with a bolt. Trailing by a few shots after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Back-to-back birdies. Nice.
Midway through the
Petty
closing
Pete
nine
Alzan
here at
plays
Lachlan
said.
Crossing.
So at
The
Steve
14th
Hash.
hole is a par 4 over
Stream Elements said
450
check out
yards.
at Steve Hash. They are
Once
playing
again,
IRL.
just another gem of a hole.
Steve Hash
Massive
said
bunker
appreciate
out there
the
in the
shout,
center of the
Pete.
fairway. But for most players, it's not going to come into play.
Have to appreciate
Anything down to just the right-hand side of this fairway is ideally placed. The second shot, you got to clear, I don't know, a lot of beach there to a green that's probably got more undulation than any other one on this golf course. A massive green, lots of opportunities to do good, but also a lot of opportunities to do some bad.
Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Oh,
that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Setting up to play the shot here from the green side rough.
Go on, go on. Son of a... Stay on the pitch. Oh.
Getting ready to play their third. 3 shots off the lead.
Stay, stay, don't stay. Come back.
Steve Hash said going to wash up, but I'll be back after if you're still live.
Yeah,
and here we are with their 4th. Just 3 back from the leader. Putting for bogey here. Sitting at 1 over for the day. We have a par 3 on this one. This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. Wonderfully played. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
How many putts have I missed?
And this one is for his par. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods.
Yeah, Tiger Woods is calling us.
Oh, well played. Second shot here on the 17th hole. This one needs to kick left. That was a beauty.
I might play one more round.
Fantastic look upcoming.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Good looking putt. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
Absolutely tattooed that one.
25 over.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
He's looking at nice round number 180 here.
180.
Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Judging it beautifully.
Well, this player should be pretty happy with their work this week. That confirms a top 10 finish.
It's always something to hang your hat on, Luke. A top 10 finish out on this tour. Job well done this week.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.
One more round then. It'll luck me now, but as soon as I get one round or I'm over par, it'll say Tata. Tata. I'm going to sponsor you no more. From Birmingham.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the 3M Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Who delivers when it matters
No.
most? That's the joy of any rivalry.
Flash_Z_ said learn the rules from the
Just a
video game, then find a
remaining.
natural swing.
This is what they
The
have
rest will
left for a
come.
par.
Starting the round at even
Not the
par.
swing, it's the short
Flash
game.
nice
_Z_
par,
said
very
if you
solid
swing
hole
naturally,
play.
that's all there is.
He finds himself currently tied for ninth.
I need to get a better mount.
As you said, Rich, TPC Twin Cities, not a long golf course, but ball in play is imperative if you want to make the birdies. Here at the second, water and bunkers come into play.
This is a tee shot that I believe must be challenged. You must take driver out to hit it over that bunker
That's a
down the
good shot.
right-hand side to leave yourself with as short a second shot as you can possibly get. This green can cause all kinds of problems as it pitches from left to right
Birdie.
down towards the water. It's a birdie opportunity if you're bold enough to take on the tee shot.
Currently 1 under for the day. Rich, the third hole, plays as a par 5 for when people get to play the course casually. But in this PGA Tour event, it's a strong par 4.
It is just over 480 yards, and the line off the tee is at those two fairway bunkers through the fairway. From there, you'll have an open look to this green that moves from back
par
to
5.
front. It's truly a strong par 4.
This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
It's in.
Super shot that.
I like it. 2 in a row.
And after a quick glimpse at the scoreboard, they're in second, behind John Rahm. All right, Rich, birdie chance here at the fourth.
It can be, Luke, if your distance control is spot on. This is a 2-tier green, and when the pin is all the way in the
Oh,
back
go on.
left, it can be difficult to get it all the way back there.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
He's currently sitting in second.
Second. Oh,
Beautiful swing there. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Stop.
Look at the line on
Oh,
this
man.
one. Get in the hole. Lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot.
What a shot.
He finds himself in a share of the lead.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Rich, the par 5-6, reachable in two?
Most definitely, but you have to take an aggressive line down the right-hand side. Hitting it anywhere left into that bunker or otherwise is just a no-go zone. Out to the right-hand side, though, you get a clean look at this green. Water over on the left-hand side. The obvious place to miss your second is out to the right.
That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Playing their fourth shot. He shares the lead. Putting for a par now.
That should have
In
been a
she
birdie.
goes. Let's head to the
That's
next.
it.
A chance to be aggressive here, Rich, at the short par 4 7th.
There's really no reason to be because there's not much room up there, and only the biggest hitters in the game could possibly get it on this green. Just lay it up with a long iron or a fairway metal. That will leave a short second shot to a green that's flat and is just begging to be birdied.
This putt right
Shot
on
below.
12 feet to the hole.
Now this one, this is important. This for par.
Get excited. This could go in. Oh, that's a clutch par. And now 4 under for the tournament. Over to the par 3, 8th we go. And it's 205 yards.
This is a really cool design long par 3. As you can see, the green is not very deep. It is wide, and there's lots of pin placements to use on this green. Probably my favorite hole on the golf course, Luke.
That could be in.
Looking
No.
really good.
A bit long on that one. A par putt awaits. Looks good off the blade. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. As we move along to the next hole, they're currently tied at the top of the leaderboard with John Rahm. Reached this golf course designed by the legendary Arnold Palmer, and the 9th resembles the 18th of his Bay Hill Club and Lodge.
Quite a bit better.
This is fraught with danger everywhere. Out to the right, out of bounds comes into play quickly. If you miss it over to the left, there's waste area that you want no part of. Find the fairway, and the second shot demands you keep it left of that water. Anywhere on the green on the left side is a fantastic play.
Get a bit of straight on.
Well, it's a bit disappointing. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Nice little putt to hole, that one. And as we make the turn here, Rich, our player tied for the lead.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out. So far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
This one is right down the pipe.
This should be a
Well, that's
birdie.
well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th.
Yep, tracking well.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under.
I'm leading.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
I'll take the speed job there.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Well, this one's going right at the flag. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Ooh. An opportunity to make a par here. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second. The players face an elevated tee shot at the par 5 12th, Rich, but keep an eye on the water.
Keep an eye on the
No,
water.
it's not
No
over the
need to
water.
hit driver
Nice hit
here.
that.
Just take out a 3-wood, and that golf ball will chase down the fairway quite
great.
nicely. And the second shot slightly back uphill. I think most players will have no problem reaching this green in 2.
That's a bit out of shape. And he's down there.
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Ooh, back there, horsey. Not afraid to go deep. This putt's for 6 under par.
He's staring down a birdie putt here. This is tracking
Yes.
right into the front of this cup.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And
He's
that
doing
will
well
take him to
laid
6
up.
under. Rich, the 13th, the par 3, measuring 216 yards. It's a tough one.
It is. Elevated tee box, but an elevated green as well. Not a bunch of room on the front part of it. Obviously, more room as the green gets deeper, but the bunker on the right is an absolute no-go zone. It's very deep and very difficult to get up and down from.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. He leads the field by a stroke. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon.
Knocked in
Lovely
that one.
touch.
Such soft hands.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And just keeping it in
Back in the
neutral
pack.
on the leaderboard. When they stand on the tee at the par 4 14th, Rich, I'd imagine that fortune favours the brave.
It does. I think that players, should they decide to take this tee shot on with a driver, want to go at the second fairway
No.
bunker as this fairway pitches severely from right to
Knew it.
left. A driver will get you in there close enough to hit wedge for your second shot, which turns a difficult hole into an easy hole.
Magical shot.
Gotta like their chances from there.
The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
The 15th, par 4, and a strong one.
Fairly simple and straightforward tee shot here as the fairway pitches in from both the right and left-hand sides. So hitting the fairway shouldn't be much of a problem. From there, the second shot goes straight back
That
up
was
the
a
hill to a
nightmare.
green that's protected by bunkers on the left-hand side.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. 2 strokes off the lead. It was on a good line. Par putt coming up here. Now just 2 strokes off the lead, heading down the stretch.
And they're going to have to really focus in here to try and chase down that leader.
Needs to make a move soon.
Oh, get out of the rough.
That's not the shot he was hoping for. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
He's got a bit of trouble here. Bad lie just off the fairway. Ouch. Nice out the rough here.
This will be a clutch up and down for him. That was a gallant attempt. We'll take a tap in any day for par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Now, this is a spot they need to get up and down from. Just 2 strokes off the lead.
Nothing like a little pressure late in the day.
Okay, steady now. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Lining up from about 230 yards here. Just 2 shots behind. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Well, that's one job complete, Rich. They've shimmied their way onto the dance floor.
Yes, but can they keep their dancing shoes on, Luke? They need this putt to force the playoff.
Oh, no.
Surely it's good.
Oh, how about that, Rich? Do you want me to go fill up your cup? Looks like we're going to extra holes. Here we go, Rich. It's time for some playoff action.
Oh, everybody loves a playoff, Luke. I'm excited about this.
Well, let's begin this sudden death playoff for the championship.
Luke, I'm ready. Let's go.
Good shot.
That was wonderfully done. Well, this is exciting, Rich. This
Flynn
looks
Leinster
gettable.
said hybrid.
Nobody wants to
No,
see
Flynn.
this player lay up. Time to be bold.
Oh, and that's a missed green in a playoff. Hopefully they can regain their composure.
Flynn
A chance
Leinster
to
said
chip in here
hi.
and snatch the title.
Go on, in.
How close was that to going down? It's all come down to this. Putt for the title.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Done it again.
That's a PGA Tour title to add to the list. Your 3M Open champion.
Congratulations to the 3M winner. Only the best of the best win here in Minneapolis.
Won the tournament.
Well, that's it, Rich. This tournament has been
Played another round
run
and that's
and
it.
won.
And it only took 1 hole for this player to get the win. Luke, great job.
Well, thank you, sports fans. Hope you enjoyed all the coverage of our playoff finale. And from myself and all the dedicated people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.
Oh, I wanted that hat on. Huh. Let's play this one, Rocket Mortgage. Let's play Tiger Woods. Anybody still watching, or have you all gone?
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm happy to be out here covering our
I'm not
feature
very good
group's
in the
play
wind,
this week.
by the
We're
way.
in for a very entertaining time as there seems to be a rivalry starting between these two players.
I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beem doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it. He's in a share of 5th position.
How you doing, Dorney and TikTok?
Rich, the 3rd hole, not too dissimilar to the 1st.
It's not in length. 390 yards from the back of the tee. Again, need to hit something about 280 yards to get it past the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Again, with a short iron in their hand, players are looking to make birdie.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Wind is
well, not off the
absolutely
target. The
swirling
wind
in this part of the
didn't
golf
even blow
course.
then.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this.
It's tracking.
Just didn't drop. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And that's going to put him up to even par.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Rich, one of the newer tournaments out on tour, the Rocket Mortgage Classic, but it's played at an old world venue, the Detroit Golf Club. I love these old courses, the old world architecture that you get. It's really a bit of a throwback event, isn't it?
It is. I love the fact that, you know, these players have to kind of change their game up a little bit. It's not just the bomb and gouge as we see normally on tour, although in saying that, we've had some winners over the years that have done pretty well with hitting it a very long way. But, you know, in their defense, they also hit it straight as well. But I look at this golf course and think this is not straightforward. This is not cookie cutter. You have to kind of use your imagination off the tee boxes, especially with the second shots with the undulations in these greens. So you have to kind of think outside the box just a little bit when you come to this golf course, because it's not what you see day in and day out on the PGA Tour.
Don't forget to send me some likes on
no
TikTok.
movement on the
if you want.
leaderboard there, remaining at even overall.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
And he's hit that inside the range.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
Ouch, that hurts. It's just about 3 feet away. Now 4 back after that hole. The par 4, 6th, Rich, plenty to navigate here.
Only the longest players will be able to reach that fairway bunker down the left-hand side that sits about 300 yards off the tee. Most players want to hug the left-hand side as best they can as it opens up the green for the second shot. This is a wonderful par 4.
That's a good
That
shot.
could play. Now, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
3 feet to go here to the hole. For the par.
There you go. This
So
will be the
no
last game.
movement there. The player remains at even par. Well, if you're not a couple under already through 6 holes here at Detroit Golf Club, you'll want to look to make a birdie at least at the par 5 7th, measuring 555 yards.
Yes, a hole that every player in this field must take advantage of. Just the fairway bunker down the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. You find the fairway, and all of a sudden you're licking your chops as you know you can reach the green into setting up, hopefully, an eagle putt. Anything missing over in the left-hand bunker, though, could get a little dicey.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
This putt, this will give him a tie with Tiger.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. The 8th is a short par 4 measuring just 360 yards, Rich. Decision to go for it or just a lad back?
I like going for it 8 days a week, twice on Sunday, as you well know, Luke. So I'm going to go ahead, take out driver, and give her a whirl. Hopefully avoiding the trees over on the right-hand side. Want to hit it over in the left-hand bunker or just shy of it, setting up a very simple pitch shot.
Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
You come out of the rough, your distance control gets off.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one. This is buckets.
Oh, what a putt.
Oh, well played.
Flip that. Taking par.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The opening 9 finishes with a par 3, Rich, around 200 yards.
A strong hole indeed. Not much to this green. Slightly downhill. Green is fairly flat until you get to the back left portion of it. There it starts running away from you awfully quickly. Anywhere in the right center of the green is a gorgeous tee shot.
Oh, go on, go on.
Oh, just missed. This is a par putt. Trailing by 4 strokes.
Come on, over on.
The back 9 at Detroit Golf Club opens up with a mid-length par 4.
Yes, a lot of players are going to take driver out and try and hit it up and over those trees and over the bunker down the left-hand side, setting up a very simple second shot into this par 4. It's a great opportunity to start off this back 9 with a birdie.
Well, you can reach for the putter because that one's on the surface. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Ooh, right by the hole. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. The 11th is the longest of the par 3s on the course, Rich. Another strong one around 230 yards.
Another long par 3 on the PGA Tour. It gets annoying after a while saying it, doesn't it, Luke? And I can promise you as a former player, it was annoying to play them as well. Just be sure not to take too much club on this par 3 and hit it long as this green tilts from back to front at a pretty good clip.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Yeah, good putt. Well hold.
Not doing that bad.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 12th hole, Rich, a good test, particularly with a tee shot.
It is a demanding tee shot here. Want to avoid that fairway bunker. To carry it, it's about 300 yards. Should you get past it, you have a mid-iron into this par 4 that you'd love dearly to make par on.
That should set up another chance. Setting up here with a very long putt. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it.
Up diggity down.
Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Hi, District Bingo, how you doing?
The par 4 13th is a short one, measuring just 385 yards, Rich. Are you expecting players to go after this?
A few of them will, but I'm not too sure I like that play. Players basically want to lay it up down the left-hand side, but don't get clumsy and knock it in those fairway bunkers. Anything out to the left-hand side is going to set up a very short wedge shot for their second. All the players will be thinking about making birdie on this par 4.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
Well played. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
That water in front.
Oh, well done. Second shot here on the 14th.
Get in, get in.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. And that makes him tied for first. Rich, the 15th, a great little short par 3. Really only a wedge off the tee, but gee, you need to be deadly accurate.
That you do. Just 150 yards from the back tee, and again, a signature design by Donald Ross, where everything on the edge of the green funnels away from it.
Get in, get in,
down
get in.
into a couple of bunkers, left and right, one short and nothing in the back. Still, with just a wedge in your hand, players must be thinking birdie.
And that's a way to fight back from a tough break. Well holed.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
All right, Rich, a couple of strong par 4s remain, starting right here at 16.
16 is a wonderful par 4, very difficult driving hole. You must keep it out of those 3 bunkers that dot both the right and left-hand side of the fairway. From there, you're going to have a second shot that's fairly flat. It's, funny enough, a fairly flat green as well. Still, players are looking to make a solid 4 here. Nothing worse.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Oh, that's frustrating. Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
First 3-putter.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The last of the real scoring holes comes here at the penultimate hole, the 17th, the par 5, stretching at 575 yards.
Most players will be able to get it over the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, some 275 yards off the tee. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward second shot with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood. Those who like to lay up have to be mindful of the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You can't get careless and knock it in there. Anywhere up and around the green, though, with your second shot, you should have a good opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
Go on.
Oh, so close. High-pressure moment here. This for a share of the lead.
Maybe should make it. Tied going into the final hole.
That should have been
The finishing hole, Rich, an old world classic.
It is definitely that. Players are going to want to aim out to the right-hand side, away from the bunker and the water that is down the left-hand side. And from there, they're going to go in with a short to middle iron for their second to a green that tilts pretty significantly from back to front. This truly is a wonderful finishing hole.
Ooh, wouldn't it be nice to chip this in and win the tournament?
It's in.
Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, moments don't get much bigger than this. A must-make putt if they want extra holes.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Oh, I love this
Another
scenario,
playoff.
Rich. They get to go head-to-head against their rival in a playoff.
Ooh, and what a rivalry this has turned out to be, Luke.
Oh,
This hole is a par 4.
Well, this player had a par earlier on this hole in regulation, Luke. Not too sure that's going to be good enough in this playoff.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
No, I messed that up.
This one is heading towards the nasty stuff.
Not a good time for an errant approach. Missing the green in a playoff puts pressure on the short game. The hole out from off this green here to win the tournament. This truly is do or die. They need this to extend the playoff. Like the look of this one, and that'll force this playoff to another hole. Let's move on to the next hole of this playoff, shall we?
What is it showing an image?
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Fuck's sake.
Not quite finding the putting surface there. It's time to let their short game do the talking. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful out of the sand. It all comes down to this. Make it. And the pressure builds. That forces this playoff to another hole. Oh, that was flushed. Well, it seems obvious. They really need to stick this one close if they want to have a chance.
They have to expect their opponent to make that putt, Luke, so you have to take a chance and get it close.
It's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event.
This for a birdie run.
Watch this, fellas. There we go. It's rolling.
Get in. And ladies and gentlemen, there is your Rocket Mortgage Classic champion. Great performance this week.
And a great
holes
win
in a
on
row.
an old-style golf course by this player. Way to go, our Rocket Mortgage Classic champion.
Well, Rich, I know we're at a golf tournament, but that felt like a marathon.
That took seemingly forever. However, huge congratulations goes out to this player for enduring this marathon of a playoff. Great win.
Well, that should do it, folks. Hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the dedicated, talented people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Oh, what's it showing on the background? We're back on tonight, going to work. Don't know what that is.